It's been a while since I've done a haul video, so I thought I would try to get a little bit more into the swing of things without there being a challenge. Well, actually there is one coming up with the Dirty Baker's Dozen. It's going to be a video hop, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, since I redid my studio, I haven't been regular in here, so. And then last week was Creative Arts Collaboration, #PaugustArt. So if you missed that, you missed some good stuff, and you didn't really miss it. You just weren't the first to see it. So anyway, I have a wonderful friend. Her name is Urena Christie Tarbett. She is the founder of the International Association of Pastel Societies and lives in Northern California. And she is decluttering her studio and has downsized and moved. So every once in a while she comes up with some things that she wants to share with me, and I always say yes, because she's been doing this art thing for a long time. Oh golly, 40 years, 50 years. And she has really cool stuff stuck in boxes that she's just now going through. Anyway, this is one of them. She was so excited about it, and I'm excited about it. This bottle is a glitter gun. Now this hails probably back to 1950. This is the stuff they used to sprinkle on popcorn ceilings. So I've got a bag of silver, a bag of gold, and a bag of crystal clear. It's big chunky glitter, so I don't know what I'll do, but this bottle is really cool because it could be used for watercolor. And it's got this long nozzle, so you squeeze it and stuff comes out. So that'll get a play. We'll see what's going on with that. And she put 2 feathers. I wonder if that really grew that way, or if it's been cut. I bet that's been cut. Anyway, 2 feathers. That's fun. These I use all. Ooh, oh, bless his heart. He's losing some hairs. Hake brushes from the Orient, Asia, China, Japan. I use these a lot in encaustics, but they're really good for mop brushes or big washes in watercolor. And if you really needed a small one, you could cut these apart. But anyway, those are always welcome in my studio. I got a little mini book with Irish sayings in it. It's even got a slip cover. Is that cute? And it's got a little charm, a little clover charm. So that's cute. Don't know what we'll do with that, but we'll do something. Those are mine. And because of her position, or because of what she did for the pastels industry as a whole, just about every modern manufacturer of pastel supplies for the soft pastel industry could sit down and give thanks to Miss Urena for giving them a venue. And this is one of the companies that I'm not going to be able to get all this hair out of here. Sorry about that abrupt closure. I heard somebody walking in the hall, and it was Randy sneaking around. He'd been over to a friend's house. Anyway, this is Turquoise 1. That one doesn't have a name on it. But anyway, it's 4 different colors of turquoise in the Unison Soft Pastel. Always, always, always tickled to get free pastels. So that'll go over with the pastel section. Some of this isn't real exotic, but it's fun. Randy closed a house last week, and this broken pottery shard was in the backyard, so he picked it up and brought it to me. Look at that relief. I can make I could use this for the metal tooling. I could make a rubber stamp with the heated foam. Isn't that cute? Got that. These were packing materials that came in my cabinets. Protecting the corners. Those were packed really, really well from Walmart. I saved a bunch of these. Some of them are a little bit wonky. But the first thing that came to mind was a bookbinders thing where you put your signature in here. Now granted, those are made of wood, but you put them in here and it holds your book so you can poke straight down into the seam. So even though they're 1/8 inch thick cardboard, they won't last forever, but I've got some. So there's that. Alrighty. Randy was gone 2.5 weeks to help our oldest daughter Betsy have her 4th baby. Actually, he didn't help her have the baby. That was already done. But he did take care of the other 3, age 6, 4, 2, and kept up with their laundry and cooking and stuff like that. And before he left, he had gone to a garage sale and gotten a Keurig, one of those single serves, but this was a newer one. We're fortunate to live in Bentonville, Arkansas, where all the vendors live, and you'd be surprised sometimes what you pick up at garage sales. Anyway, these come, this is the newest one with the carafe. And everybody complains about Keurig because these things are not recyclable, although that one does have a triangle on the bottom. Anyway, the filters come all balled up in like that, and then this little lid fits like that. And you pop it in, and the water is forced down through this hole, and there's another hole here, and it forces it back up and out. So I started out thinking, well, these would be neat because they've got little pour spouts like that. So I saved all of those. And then, of course, I saved all of these. I don't know if they'll flatten out or not, but they're coffee stained. And then I saved all the little downies. I don't know what, these have minute little holes in them. So I don't know if they have any possible use in the studio or not. I don't know. And I also saved all the little foam things with the fringe. So Vicki is turning into a recycle freak, aka hoarder. No, because I am using it. I went to Little Rock last weekend to see my BFFs, and Susan's daughter Amy is having a baby. So Susan works for a company called Axully in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they do lots of marketing proposals and stuff like that to get people to banks and stuff like that to use their data collection services. So anyway, this particular marketing thing had to do with painting. She had already given me one of those paint tube rollers that helps you get all the paint out. And she said she found this laying around the office and knew that I would enjoy having it. And I do. I was going to buy some of these once upon a time. These are empty paint tubes, and they're probably aluminum. They're flexible. And what you do is palette knife, put it down in there. There's some adhesive on the inside. You fold it flat and then roll it up and crimp it real good. And then, of course, your paint comes out the lid. Now, these are useful, particularly in oil painting, because you might have your favorite admixture where you want to mix 2 pigments together, or 3, whatever, your favorite color formula or recipe. I use ultramarine and alizarin crimson 50-50 mix all the time on my palette, which gives me a reddish blue turquoise purple. And I could mix that up and use it in a tube, and I would always have it at hand. I know other oil painters who have, see, somebody stuck that one already. Oh darn, that one may be ruined. It's ruined, I say, it's ruined. But I bet you I could always cut it off and reopen it. Ah, there it is. Yeah, you can get back in there. Like I need 100 of these. but there's not 100. Quit exaggerating. 48. So anyway, I have known oil painters who buy their paint in quart jars and then refill tubes for their convenience. Problem with that was they ended up, all their paintings looked exactly the same because they used pretty much the same 3 colors, which is okay, but they didn't have a whole lot of variation. So anyway, that was a little treasure I brought home. Where am I going to put this? How about right there? Got a... that's too big for there. If y'all have not seen my metal tooling that I did for hashtag #PaugustArt collaboration on YouTube, I got the silver tape from Cyplus, which is American Science and Surplus. And Shannon Green's the one that turned me on to that. So, of course, if Shannon was getting stuff from there, I needed to get stuff from there. You know how that goes. Another thing that I had just done was my video on... Oh, I can't talk about that yet. It's not released. I did a little project with flashcards. So I got these jumbo playing cards, and they measure... Doesn't say. Thank you for the help. China. These measure about 3.5 by 4 7/8. 2 ATCs by 3.5. This would almost make an ATC cut in half this way. That's interesting. That might be something to put in my mind for later. See, creative minds at work. You just can't keep them down. So I got that. I got some Cool Seal pouches for no other reason than they were really on sale. Business card size. Business card, 2.5 by 4, I guess. Oh, it came in a pack of 3. That's why. I got some tape. $signs on it. Subject, oh look. Subject, date. So you can put it on your little memos. How cool is that? And then a bigger one that looks like it could be an address label. Cool. So several rolls of those. That was a couple dollars. And I mean, you know, they practically give this stuff away. And true to form, I've got to keep the spirit alive. I don't know why I ordered these, except that they were $4 or $5. I got 45 pieces of heavy-duty ball stretch cord. Now, in my pea brain, I was kind of thinking that this might work for putting journals together. But it couldn't be a journal that was very big. It could be a journal about that size where you could hold the signatures into a cover. For example, let's look at this one. You see, it wouldn't work on this because it's got too much pull, but it could work on something about like that. And if you were going to make a cover with a spine, then you could put this over that and the cover, and it would hold it in. That was my idea at the time. I know it's not the best idea. And I think they're 6 inches, so they're all the same length. And you need to have to worry about what to do with this ball thing. I don't know if that's supposed to come out or not. No, I guess not. I guess that's just there to help you stretch it. So anyway, I got those. Alright. We're almost through. I've been real good since I cleaned out the studio. Julie Faye Van Balzer showed these. and they are little compressed foam. Let's open one and see. These come from Canada. It's a company called artfoamies.com. artfoamies.com. And what you do is with each one you get this stamp buddy. And this is like open cell foam. I think that's what they call it. It's about the same as... Hold my beer and watch this. I can actually find something. It's getting good in here. It's about the same kind of foam as these pink hair curlers. Maybe just a little bit more open. A little bit bigger holes. I'm so proud of myself. And what you do is fill this with paint. And it takes a lot of paint, so you'll be wanting to use cheap acrylic paint more than likely. And then here's your stamp. And this appears to be more like fun foam texture. And it's been laser cut very finely. And then it's just on a 1/2 inch foam back. But then you can stamp a lot because this holds a lot of ink. So stamp, 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 and there you go. She did a terrific demo. And it's a washable stamp buddy. And it ensures even distribution. And it can hold 1 or more paint colors. Any acrylic paint, but no oil-based. It works with alcohol or non-solvent spray mist. There you have it. They were inexpensive, so of course I had to have a couple. I just had to have a couple. So I got some that kind of reminded me of wood blocks from India. And then I love people that do this. They sent me a little freebie. It's a button. See that? Button. So that was my purchase last week. The rest of this stuff was, well, I mean, except for the surplus. That's it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little bitty haul. And now we're going to put it in action. See ya. Bye.